Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Karli Barnett. I'm at the First Alert desk right now. We just wrapped up our afternoon meeting, and we want to give you an idea of what you can expect for your Saturday. Welcome to the weekend. We want to break down some of your top stories as well as a First Alert in the forecast. Stay tuned because meteorologist Cutter Martin is going to join us with that in just a second. But first, I did want to explain what some of our reporters are working on today and what you can expect to see in our newscast. A quick programming note. We will not have a 6 o'clock newscast today due to the PGA tournament, but we will have you covered at 9 and 10 on Peachtree TV. We will also have you covered at 11 tonight on CBS. So let's go ahead and get started with what we are working on today. Reporter Asia Wilson is going to be covering a cold case. She's speaking to the family members of Brian Anthony Worrell. He was last seen in Carrollton, Georgia, and he disappeared back in 2009. Family members are speaking with Asia today because they want to get the word out and have some sense of closure for what happened to their loved one. Again, this is Brian Anthony Worrell, and she's going to be speaking to those who knew him and trying to get a little bit more information on this now cold case. But he is considered a missing person by the FBI. And they are hoping that resubmitting this information to the public could get them to some new leads. Now, another big story, we have been following this for this whole week, really, and that is that the mother of so-called baby India was denied bond today. Now, baby India, this is just an unbelievable story. She was found in this plastic bag in the woods 4 years ago, and that was because a father was returning home with his daughters and they heard a noise that they thought sounded like a baby crying. And sure enough, the father went out to investigate, and in this wooded area in Forsyth County found what was dubbed as baby India. Now, we do want to point out that baby India is alive and well today. She's now 4 years old. Her identity, of course, is concealed for privacy reasons, but it was just this week that they made a break in the case, that they made an arrest with the baby's own mother, and she went before a judge today. The mother's name is Karima Jawani. And again, she went before a judge in Forsyth County. It was back in June of 2019 that the deputies found the baby wrapped in a plastic bag on a wooded strip of land near Daves Creek Road in Cumming. And it was during a news conference held yesterday that Forsyth County officials announced that they were able to identify the biological father through advanced DNA testing, which then led to the arrest of the mother. Again, her name, 40-year-old Karima Jawani. So this was a case that was not only local, it captured national attention, it captured global attention. We do want to point out again, the good news in this case is that baby India, whose real name is concealed, is alive and well today, now 4 years old. So this story got us talking about what the laws are here in the state of Georgia. What are options for a parent who feels like they have no choice, they have no way out? And the state of Georgia has what's called safe haven laws. Specifically, it's called a Safe Place for Newborns Act. It was actually passed almost exactly 21 years ago. And that was a story that I was covering yesterday, getting deeper into the law, seeing what options are there. We went to Forsyth County to speak to the fire chief there, and he said it was so heartbreaking to learn that this happened in their own county when the baby could have been surrendered into the arms of a firefighter. So I want to play that story for you in full, just to explain a little bit more about the law. It was something I didn't even know. And this is an option across the state for a parent who feels as though they are not able to take care of the child. This is something that is very selfless in acknowledging that they can take the baby to a fire station, a police station, or a medical facility. And I'm going to play this story for you now so that it can explain it a little further.
But more than anything, we want to prevent that from ever happening again.
Division Chief Jason Shivers with the Forsyth County Fire Department says it was heartbreaking to learn baby India was abandoned in the woods 4 years ago in their county when she could have been safely placed in their arms. The Safe Place for Newborns Act went into effect in Georgia almost exactly 21 years ago to keep the baby safe and give the parent a way out.
There's always another option. Instead of thinking the worst, you can hand that child off to someone that will, in fact, provide care to it and get it in the right hands.
Under the law, the parent can bring the baby to a fire station, police station, or medical facility, which is defined as a hospital, infirmary, or birthing center.
Now, it's important that child be handed off to a person. It can't just be left swaddled and left at the door.
The parent will not be prosecuted in that case as long as the newborn is unharmed and no more than 30 days old. They do not have to show identity or answer any questions.
Reach out for help. Use these opportunities, these things that are afforded to you by law if you need to, and help save a child's life.
Karli Barnett, Atlanta News First. So again, that was a story that we ran last night just in conjunction with our team coverage to explain what the law is here in Georgia in light of the case of baby India, who was abandoned 4 years ago, that mother now being arrested in connection to that case. Another big news story yesterday, if you were out on I-85, you were trying to get to Gwinnett County, and you were probably backed up for quite some time. This was near Jimmy Carter Boulevard. There was a major accident, and that is something that we are still working to get answers on today to figure out what exactly happened and who all was involved and the status of the people involved. So here's video of that crash. This is sent to us by a viewer. You can see smoke just billowing into the air. This caused major delays. I was looking at social media, saw people saying they were stuck for 2 hours, 3 hours on the highway while they worked to get this accident cleared. This happened in the northbound lanes. The northbound lanes were shut down, and it happened on I-85 again near Jimmy Carter Boulevard. Videographer Joe Johnson and I, we actually tried to make our way to that scene yesterday to try to bring you all some live coverage, but as you can imagine, it was extremely backed up, and we weren't able to get there in time to be able to do that for the newscast, just with the logistics and everything having to take back roads. And I know we weren't alone in that because other people were having to navigate the exact same thing. So as far as what exactly happened there, we do know that Georgia State Patrol and Gwinnett County Police were investigating this accident, but we just wanted to give you an idea because if you were caught in all of that mess, that fiery crash is the reason for it. Again, we're looking to figure out exactly how many vehicles were involved, what the circumstances were of that accident, and who all was impacted by that. At this point, we have no official word on any injuries or even potential fatalities, and certainly hoping that we can get some more answers on that. Turning ahead to something that you may want to plan for your Saturday, take a look at this. We've got some video for you here. It's a lantern parade on the Beltline. Looks like a lot of fun, and it's something that we hope the weather holds up for. But the Atlanta Beltline Lantern Parade, they say they bring together thousands of people, hundreds of lanterns, some really big lantern puppets, and they say it's a night to just show off your creativity. These can be homemade lanterns. They don't have to be anything professional by any means, or you can just go and simply stand on the sidelines and enjoy it passing by. But like I said, this is something that we definitely hope the weather cooperates for. We'll go ahead and show you a live look outside. Definitely some clouds out there.
Yeah.
I don't know, Cutter. What do you think? Everyone going to get to enjoy it tonight?
I think inevitably a couple plans probably will be impacted by rain and thunder. But key point here, rain and thunder, the inclement weather will not last all evening long. So there is some dry time to be had here. We're going to be keeping an eye on that forecast hour by hour. We're going to pull up our weather computer here in just a moment. Bear with me. In the meantime, take a live look outside. Enjoy that kind of an interesting shot there. We do have some blue sky near the westing, kind of on the left-hand side of your screen there. So it's not all rain, not all clouds, but we do have some moisture tracking through North Georgia and eventually into metro Atlanta. In fact, we'll go ahead and pull up First Alert Radar right now in just a moment. Actually, going to reroute this, so bear with me here. Welcome in. I am Atlanta News First Alert Meteorologist Cutter Martin, here tracking a few showers. There we go, First Alert radar. And we're going to put this back in a looping motion for the past 45 minutes. Notice we're dry inside the perimeter, though you head up to Marietta, especially Kennesaw, Northwest Cobb, Altoona Lake, Cartersville area. Little showers moving in from the west, and that's kind of the storm motion today. In general, everything is moving in from the west and pushing off to the east, also northwest and southeast. But as far as the actual thunderstorms, the most impactful showers and thunderstorms located well north and west of Metro Atlanta for the time being, between Huntsville, Alabama, Birmingham, Alabama, extending back up towards Dalton, Georgia. That is the actual front. That is the lift and the kind of mechanism that's going to get showers and thunderstorms developing and moving deeper into North Georgia and Metro Atlanta. So again, keeping an eye on that First Alert forecast. If you have any weather questions, comments, concerns, or reminder, you can always reach out to me or any member of the First Alert weather team on social media. CUTTERMARTIN. That's how you spell my name. Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. And we're also streaming right now, YouTube Live. Atlanta News First is the account to like and to follow. If you have any weather questions, comments, concerns, you can navigate over there. In fact, I'm going to check in on the stream now. We'll see if we have anyone commenting just yet. And hello to you, our Stu Fidelis. Hopefully I pronounced your name correctly. Watching actually from Brazil, so not in North Georgia. Maybe not too concerned about the local weather. But if you do happen to have a flight into Atlanta or know anyone up here celebrating the weekend, we do have showers, thunderstorms rolling through. Let's walk you hour by hour now that we've established there are a couple showers out there, but the bulk of the shower and thunderstorm activity actually not moving into the metro proper, at least. You know, Cobb County, Fulton County, Gwinnett County, DeKalb County, into Douglas County, and even, you know, kind of the Newton County area, Rockdale County, general metro. It'll hold off for another hour or two before the bulk of the rain moves in. First alert in effect. Just means keep an eye, remain alert to changing weather conditions across Metro Atlanta and North Georgia. Showers and storms really getting close here, 6, 7, 8 p.m. I think the risk of a strong storm or two is there, but it's relatively low and mainly on the west and southwest sides of Metro Atlanta. And then we'll peel back that first alert later this evening. Now, there will still be some rain late tonight into tomorrow morning. Still a few showers. Temperatures in the 60s to near 70 this evening, so very mild, a little muggy, patchy fog, some drizzle, spotty rain showers in the forecast into early Sunday morning. So if you live in Metro Atlanta, point south and east, so roughly along and south and east of the I-85 corridor. More gloom tomorrow morning. A few showers around. Could be some patchy fog. But if you live in Calhoun, Ellijay, Blue Ridge, Clayton up in the mountains, a little sunnier. Rome, Floyd, Chattooga counties as well. Clouds may stick around the metro through a good chunk of the day, though I do think as we get into the afternoon, as you see here hour by hour, we're going to have some more sunshine. Very spotty rain chance tomorrow, only about 10 to 20% during the day. And temperatures responding to more sunshine back in the upper 70s to right around 80 degrees or so tomorrow afternoon. And Monday, a nice day. In fact, I dropped that rain chance back down to 20%, 30% chance of a few showers Tuesday. Wednesday, still clouds, but gorgeous. Probably our sunniest day in that 7-day forecast will be Thursday. And then I have upped a rain chance just a bit, 20 to 30% chance of rain Friday. Next little ripple in the atmosphere, little storm system approaching Friday. But it only serves to, you know, briefly increase our rain chance, but then actually bring in another surge of refreshing air back into the forecast as we head into next weekend. So again, to summarize all of that, mostly dry, pretty quiet right now across Metro Atlanta, but that rain chance increasing this evening. Showers, thunderstorms through dinner time, Metro Atlanta. Rain, lightning, heavy rain with any storm that develops. 1 or 2 could produce a hail up to about the size of quarters, some gusts up to about 60 miles an hour. So right up to about severe limits. That rain chance, though, dropping tonight. Just a spotty chance of a shower or 2 on our Sunday, though, we will have lots of clouds, and then gradually, it'll take some time, but gradually drying out as we get into the middle of the work week, along with more sunshine. Sunniest day is Thursday. And a reminder, the early newscast, 6 p.m. newscast, preempted by sports this evening, so we won't be on live at 6 p.m. Of course, if there's breaking news, weather, we'll keep you updated on TV. You can always grab an update streaming right here at AtlantaNewsFirst.com as well, and in the First Alert Weather app. Again, hope you have a wonderful rest of your evening. We'll be keeping you updated here at the Atlanta News First desk newscast, the next one on at 9 p.m. Atlanta News First on Peachtree TV. We'll have a 10 o'clock hour back on WANF for a half hour of news, weather, and sports. So go forth, have a wonderful evening, but keep those rain, lightning, and severe weather alerts turned on in the First Alert Weather app just in case.